Second row. Was habe ich nicht geschaut, aber ich werde das sagen.
Endlich die position.
Good afternoon. Mal Öl mit. Dear all, the noise. So thank you for staying with us, and thank you for those who joined us now from the Atomic Energy Agency, I think. And most welcome to our two role models, Widad Al-Juboori and Shams Asadi. Shams Asadi was born in Tabriz in Iran, and she finished her study as an urban planner here in Vienna at the Technical University. And now you are since 2015, so it means you have a 10 years jubilee now this year. You are the Human Rights Commissioner and the head of the Human Rights Office of the city of Vienna. And we have Widad Al-Juboori. I hope I pronounce your name correctly.
Right, yes.
You are born in Baghdad, in Iraq, and you have a PhD in nuclear physics. And you are the first Iraqi nuclear safeguards inspector at the International Atomic Energy Agency in Vienna.
That's right.
So thank you both that you have the time to come to our meeting, and we look forward to your dialogue. I'm the outgoing chair of the committee. I'm representing the International Association of Democratic Lawyers, and the new chair is my neighbor. It's Christiane Ukbor. She's from the African Women's Organization, and she will entertain you as well. But it's up to you both to exchange your experiences and your stories. So please go ahead. Whoever wants to start.
It's up to you. Please, just go ahead. Because maybe Michael, you need to go back to the section.
Okay.
Thank you very much to having us today. Actually, I thank you all, and also a special thank to my colleague, my section head, Wanjin, and our senior Inspector Steve, and colleagues Shannon, Diana, and Marco. Those came from my section. It is the ISF section in SGIM. And thank you all for coming. Thank you to give me the chance to speak first, because maybe they need to go for their work. Anyway, my name is Widad Salman Hatem Al-Juboori. Actually, as Ernest mentioned, I start my career in the nuclear field since 1978, when I graduated from BSc degree, physics. And then because I was one of the top 10 in the College of Science, directly I start working in the lab as in the nuclear lab as a lab assistant. After that, from the year when I started as a lab assistant, beginning of 2003, I was the scientific advisor in the Presidency Palace in Iraq. And by that time, I was responsible about 58 research center in the whole Iraq, looking for the planning of the research and also approve the strategic plan for most of the Iraqi research center. So this is the shortest aspect. So I start with after postgraduate from Guildford University, Surrey. I start my work in the Iraqi Atomic Energy Agency, and I stayed with this nuclear field or aspect for about 18 years. I was the first woman which attend the first meeting led by we call it the godfather of the nuclear program, Dr. Jafar. And they called me on the first meeting to put the planning strategy for enrichment program in the nuclear aspect of the nuclear Iraqi program. And the reason was that at that time, I'm the only woman which got nuclear technology degree. And the rest of my colleagues, which they were 25, the group, they were in different discipline, professional and engineer and science, but all of them, of course, male. And I was the only lady between them. And at that time, of course, from the first day when I attend the meeting, you can read the faces. It's really strange for them at that time, in the beginning of the 80s, a woman come and join this team. But for me, I said, okay, how I am going to fit in this, with those people and this group. But after a while, and with several meetings, they understood that I am in the proper place and the proper position because of my knowledge. So this is the first things. And after a while, I become the head of the group of some of the technology which related to enrichment. And as I mentioned, then I joined the Ministry of Military and Industry to look also for the research related to whatever they need in the specific technology for missiles and other things. This is the first chapter of my life after 2003. Actually, I said this is the second chapter where I moved from Iraq and after the war, and it was really very critical. And I was, as a mother at that time, I was really worried about safety of my children, to take them out of my country. And thankfully, I managed to go to England. And the reason that my family, one of my family member, he was a surgeon, he's my older brother. We managed to get a visa and we enter England. I waited 2 years until I managed to get a position in King's College London as a fellow researcher. And one of the reasons I managed to get this opportunity is that the director of the Science and Security Center and the War Study Department in King's College, it seemed to me he knew my background and he read my CV. So he sent after me and he said, it's good to have you with us as a fellow researcher. The third chapter is moving to the agency. And also it by the help of my director, the Professor Peter Zimmerman. He said, go for it, apply to the agency, and I will support you. And this is one of the person, I think, he changed my life after 2003. And I was lucky to become the first Iraqi inspector, nuclear inspector. I worked nearly 12 years. And then after I got retired, I managed to get chance to be consultant in SGIM section SIF as expert in nuclear fuel cycle. Of course, this is not easy. It's a challengeable way of living, that changing the environment where you start as really a junior person and then going with a lots of different aspects and different challenges. And actually, after 2003, I started from scratch, totally from scratch. But I'm really happy to be one of the experts now or consultant in the SGIM ISF. And if you have any question, I'm ready to answer. Thank you.
My first question, sorry if I break the ice, you used acronyms. And as I'm not a physicist, I'm a lawyer, a linguist, could you please say the full name of the departments you are in charge of?
This is the Safeguard Information Management, and the section is the Information State Factors. Analysis. Yeah.
Okay.
This
Information. What?
Management.
Information.
Management.
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 What's the S for? Safeguards.
SG.
SG, yeah,
Safeguard.
safeguards, SG is for safeguards, and IM is for information management.
Just to let you know, we have also your report you presented at Zonta International. You have this written, so maybe we can use it too and have it on our website.
Yes, I have the presentation, but as you mentioned that we don't need it now, we just speak
Yeah.
and open dialogue, but I can give you the presentation and you can put it on your website. Yeah.
Yes, thank you so much.
With a pleasure.
I have a question. I think you said after some time you were leading already a big team of men, I think in Iraq.
Yes, exactly.
How were these men? How did they feel? They have a woman as a leader.
Of course, first, they don't really accept it. You can, as I mentioned, you can feel it. That is really hard to accept that a woman become the head of such projects. But is the things is which I really found it really the way to make them welcome you after a while is the simple behavior and the normal behavior which you are actually dealing with. And at that time, I really interested to follow them, even with the simple things. And I open to help whenever they want and ask for help. And I am really good listener. And this is one of the things which make me really, they welcome me after a while. Yeah, this is how it is. And of course, the knowledge, whenever they need any idea or they need any opinion, I am open and I can help with this. Yeah.
Thank you.
I would have a question more linked to the EAEA as a whole.
Speak louder, please.
We have more or less two EAEA topics on the table. One table is that the boss would like to be a UN General Secretary. That's just one. But the other is I was in the discussion of him and the grandson of Oppenheimer. And he reported that now big companies like Amazon, etc., and the big ships who are transporting a lot of things are on searching for the small nuclear energy machines. I don't know the exact name for those. And he is very happy that now, after such long time, that nuclear energy was not really pushed worldwide. Now it will going to have a new area, new field, and the more people who use it, who want to use it. Now, my question is, for me, I think it might expect the EIA having much more work to do in the next years to control all those companies, etc., like Amazon or the ships, etc. So it might be that EIA is one of the as all other UN agencies go down and have less and less money, it might be that you are the ones who have a good future, so to say. How do you see this kind of future?
Actually, for your question, I actually maybe leave it to my section head or my senior to answer. I can't answer it, and we have also one of our senior, which is specialized in the analysis of the trade analysis and all of this. It's pity that she is not here, but for me, I am not really can answer you for this question. And of course, the IAEA have a big role to consider all the issue which is related to keep the nuclear material everywhere in the world with the peaceful uses. This is my answer for the IAEA, but maybe I don't know if Steve.
Something
Yeah.
there.
Yeah,
Very, very good question. Extremely accurate and relevant question.
Yeah.
You're quite right. Companies like Amazon are looking for data.
Could you speak louder, please?
Sorry, yeah.
Can you-
So
Please.
there are definitely companies like Amazon who are looking for artificial intelligence data centers, and they want nuclear reactors to give them the power to run all the computers. Yeah. And there are lots of commercial companies, particularly in Republic of Korea, in Denmark, who are looking to build ships which are powered by nuclear reactors. And that any new nuclear reactor creates work for us. And if Widad was still an inspector, she might be going to
to inspect, to do inspection.
the extra work that really might come for us if you get a nuclear reactor on a ship which is traveling around the world. How do we inspect it? How do we know where it is?
But this will be your job anyway. You have to do it.
One of the main roles of our section in information collection and analysis is collecting all this information, trying to make sense of it, and trying to help plan what we need to do for the future. So it's a very, very relevant question, yeah, and it could change our whole way of inspecting. Because at the moment, reactors are in fixed places, we know where they are. If they start moving, different problem altogether. So yeah, but very, very, very valid question. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, please.
Well, you said in
Loud, please.
2003,
Yes.
had to start from scratch.
Yes.
And I don't know if I can ask about that, but because you for sure knew what the situation was, the official reason for the invasion was the existence of weapons of
Must.
mass destruction, no?
Yeah, and they didn't found it.
Well,
Yeah. For me, as a person who worked in the previous nuclear program or the secret Iraqi nuclear program, it was not really very safe to stay in Iraq because after the invasion, started after 4 days of the invasion, they start assassinating some of our scientists. And for me, it was better to leave. This is the aspect, yeah.
yeah, but how does that feel? You knew exactly that it wasn't true?
It's really hard to say this because it's also not the relevant to say it now after all of these years.
Yeah.
Those day is gone and I don't want to remember it.
Yeah, I can imagine.
It's a dark day, so no, for me. Thank you.
I just wanted to add, at that time, I was in the press conference of the EIA, and a woman of the EIA said very clear that EIA does not find anything in Iraq what is wrong, and it is false what they are recording.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Springer. Mad.
First of all, thank you very much for this testimony. And we have several young people in the room. And I think we would like to hear from you what you would recommend in terms of following your inspiration and what can be your path in life. What do you think can be done in terms of trying to balance certain opportunities that you find maybe for something that is not exactly what you would like to do in life, and instead following what you really like to do?
Yeah, for the young generation, I think the most important things, they put a goal for themselves in any field they want to follow. Since we have some of our really young generation, the goal, then the confidence, very important. That you are that you have the right reason to go for the goal which they plan. The knowledge is very important. They should have really work hard to get lots of knowledge, because knowledge is the key, is the power. Knowledge is the power to go for any path you want to go. And yeah, I think this is most of the aspects I think the new generation need. And I think they should not really wait for the opportunity to come. They have to search for it, because you can't see opportunity just on the table and you take it. And this is, I think, the most important issue, that you have to work hard to just go and grab the opportunity which you think you will be really good in it. This is, I think, for the new generation, which is I can see in the room. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Maybe we invite now also.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you very much for the interesting.
Very much. Actually, I have some questions because, I cannot even just compare whatever that I have done with yours. And you have your 3 stages, and it's really just impressive, and it is just great because I was born there, but I didn't have anything in Iran, or just nothing. So even I cannot speak about this country. And then I moved. So I'm a little bit, or I don't know, just my life is quite different, because just in a country that I was born there, I don't know. So the most of my life I have spent out of this country. So it is just a very limited part of my life that I spent. So it's impressive, really, your life, that you have worked there, you have studied in this country, and you have spent a lot of time. But definitely, just I have a lot of questions that I could ask. Sure, you had maybe a structural, some barriers, and what did you do? Or was that some opportunities that you were, you felt that, okay, your men colleagues, they are more recognized and you have to speak out? How did you just react? Because all of those things in the structures, it is very important. Did you have any role models, or just you went your way by yourself? Was the society that really just helped you to just you feel like a scientific person and researcher and just very successful woman, just society also need, or your family, or just you have to have some help in order to go forward as a woman. So there was just a bunch of questions.
No, actually, the thing is that for Iraq, especially Iraq,
Yes.
and Iraq have really a very civilized culture.
Yes.
And for us, the first women lawyer, she was actually graduated in 1932. And the first doctor, it was in 1936. So, and all the families, all the girls in all of the families, they go to schools. And we have equivalent number of schools, whether for the boys and whether for the female. So education in Iraq, I think, is according to Oxford University in 2000, I think it was 9. They said that Iraq used to be presented 98.9% people are educated in Iraq. And this is including women. In each house, all the women, they have to at least get BSc degree. This is in the society, whether they are lawyers or doctors or engineer, whatsoever. The difference is that with me is this entering this, at that time in the 80s, is really rare to see a woman with a nuclear degree. So this was a challenge, of course, to be in this environment, but still the level of the education which the men have, they give them a space to accept a woman, a female between them. For me, I was looking everything, taking it case by case. I don't really accumulate everything
It's good, yeah.
in one go.
Mhm.
Whatever the problem or the things which I want to solve, I concentrate on this. I don't concentrate on others, even though the women have multi-task aspect, but this is the way I managed to handle. Even when I become a director of several directors in different centers, I take the things like this. And also, I'm easy to approach. And usually at that time, whenever I need to go to the lab or to go to visit lately any center, weekly I go, I follow all my staff. I talk with simple person to the highest manager. This is how they accept me because I am simple. I'm not really that hard. This is the issue.
But, excuse me, I might add, but you had a family. You had
The support
support
family, of course, of
I
course.
think
Of course, my husband was really supportive. My kid actually also, they take care of their education, and
that's
my daughter, she's a doctor, and my son, he's architect, and so this is it.
It's very important to have the support of the family.
Yes, for sure, for sure, for sure.
Of course.
Yeah.
No, very interesting and very just you told a little bit about the young generation and the role models that I don't know if you had some role model or not in your family or in your society.
A female or a male?
I mean, sometimes even males they are. Of course, sometimes they are role models, and we just change it our own way, and it is like a gender-specific perspective comes inside that, and we change it. But of course,
Yeah, in my high school, my teacher, which used to teach us the Arabic language, she is really a special lady.
yeah.
And the things which I remember from her, and until now I can't remember, always when she entered the class, she said, listen, all of you, you are ladies. So you have to sit properly. You have to speak properly. You have to be very nice and very kind, very polite. So this is when I was in high school. And when I joined the Atomic Energy Agency, it was, we named it our godfather for the nuclear program, Dr. Jafar, Dia Jafar. And at home is my dad and my oldest brother. And he was surgeon, and he lead us, all of us. You should have a degree in this and this and this and this. And this.
So not Marie Curie or anything.
No, not Mercury.
And in your workplace, because you mentioned that you have been chief of staff for many times, and do you have different behavior or just you behave people differently if they are women or if they are men? Because it is also very different if you have a boss that she is a woman.
Now I have a boss, a woman. I think she left. But before, most of my bosses they were men. Yeah. Only this time, and I'm really happy.
But you were also a boss. And how was your behavior to your staff?
Yeah.
Was it different to women and to men, like more supportive for women and just to encourage them to be self-confident or?
I think this is the way which I handle things, that I give confidence to the people which they were under my supervision. So I don't really, as I said, I'm good listener. I am really good in planning, put strategic planning for everybody. This is why actually it helped me a lot.
We can confirm this actually because we've had Widad in our section for many years now, and she's very, very modest. She's simple and modest, and you wouldn't think like it was a pompous woman walking who's been a director, who's, had so many men under supervision, who had an excellent career. She's simple. She's always has a smile. She helps us with anything we need. And what's most important, she's held a series of lectures on uranium, and it's been really a privilege to learn from her career and from her knowledge. Because knowledge, we know.
Thank you, Diane.
Yeah.
Speak about you, Norman. Yeah. Shams, please.
Yeah, we need to have you.
Yeah.
Who are you?
My mother called me Sunshine.
That's
Shams is Sunshine.
yeah, Shams is sunshine. Yeah.
So, because as she was pregnant, she had the book of Mevlana in the hand, and then she told just whatever that I receive, I give birth to. Or, it's girl or boy. This is my Shams. So, from my time that I was born, they gave me just the feeling that you are very welcome, Sunshine. So. And it helps a child even in the most difficult phases of the life that you are the sunshine. So everything will be okay. So, and it was just the beginning. And then afterwards, everything, just it went like that. And I worked for the city of Vienna like more than 30 years. And I started with architecture, urban planning, and I started in district. Like just transportation planning, from transportation planning coming to just comprehensive planning, from comprehensive planning coming to just a huge office of anti-discrimination, safety, security, and anti just harassment and the rights of the people with disabilities. And just, I don't know, our politicians and our administration, they asked me if I could take over this office because we need new kind of just, I don't know, management of this office. So I went there, and then I really just, I discovered human rights for me. And then since 2010, I went just to Strasbourg and in Paris and many different areas that I have just enjoyed the education for human rights. And 2014, as the city of Vienna became a human rights city. So even they didn't ask me, our mayor, our previous mayor, he was in a press conference, and I was there, and the just journalists, they asked him, okay, you are announcing the city of Vienna is going to be a city of human rights, but it is a huge task. Do you have somebody to do that? And our mayor told, yes, she's going to do that. So I thought, okay, so I'm going to do that. So I need an office. And of course, do you need really an office? Yes, I need an office. I need staff, I need secretary, I need that. And if you don't ask, and if you be very modest, I learned that nobody is going to give you. So usually, just I'm a little bit maybe too loud. Maybe just I enter and just I'm loud and I just
Sunshine.
But I learned it, you have to be. And just thinking on diversity in city of Vienna, I came to the municipality. In that time, I was the only not German speaking speaker in the whole administration. So I had to be loud. I had to be just a kind of that attention station. Come to me because I needed that, because German was not my language and I spoke English and nobody cared about my just questions at that time. And I wrote for the first person in Austria, I wrote my master thesis in English, and I had to have the just permission of the Ministry of Education for writing my thesis in English. So, and at that time I came from the States, and then I mean, my German was really poor, and I couldn't write just scientific something in English, in German. And German is a quite difficult language to write. You can speak, But even if you start to write, you have to really take a few steps back and learn the language again. So nowadays, for me, German is like my mother tongue. But I dream in German and just everything. But it took time. So anyhow, I'm in the city, and I really, I think the city is a really good city. The city is a human rights city. Though we are going to have some financial cuts, definitely, and these cuts are, for me, just very difficult, and just the structure and everything. But I know that this time is quite temporary, and again, we are going to make the city is already a role model. But I know that we are going to have difficult times from next year, and it hurts me. It makes me very sad, but it is, for the time being, everywhere. I'm in contact with many different colleagues in many different cities, and it is just the reality. And you know it from UN, just even my dear colleague from the Office of High Commissioner that we work together, she lost her job by end of last month. So it is something that I'm worried that financial cuts and situation. But I'm sure that from the other side, hope that we are going to make it again. Yes.
How do you manage with the coming of right wing in Vienna? And how is it with the financial cuts? And are there some?
Right wing is not very strong in Vienna compared to Austria.
Yeah.
In Austria, it's 30%. If you just add the 70% of the different parties that they are for the time being in the government. In Vienna, even it's not about 18 or 17, or even it's not very much. But of course, we know that with financial or economical issues that we have, definitely it is a ground that for the right-wing parties, they will be stronger. And we know it from the history, but we really do hope that our politicians, they are going to communicate with right words and tell that, okay, it is just really just very transparency and the trust to politicians. It's so important in this phase of life.
I have a question.
Johnny?
Well, it's the same question you have. Did you have any role models? Did you say, I want to be like her?
No,
Like him.
Yeah.
Well,
no, because I changed a lot in my life. Geographically, I have changed a lot, and from my profession, I have changed a lot. So I can tell in different phases of my life, there were people that I just consider them, I admire them, but maybe just I was a little bit too critical, and I thought, okay, so it is the generation before. I have to improve myself. I have to be much better. It was a little bit just, something that I respected, I accepted, but all the time I thought, no, I have to be much better than this person. And because just wherever that I have been, I was not the native person. And native people, they have the starting advantage. And just, I have lived in 4, 5, 6 countries, but never and ever I have been like a person that it is comparable with natives. So I had to be much better than natives. So it was really and now I work like 200% more than different people, because this is me, and I never and ever just allowed me to be a little bit lazy or just not very concentrated. And maybe, in my pension, I'm going to just sleep or doing nothing until, okay, let's see.
Can I ask?
Yes.
So thank you for your introduction, and I think you're very inspiring, actually, for sure. I actually think I am more related to you than my mother because you were younger, and then you had the same challenges, I would say, that I would have, because I'm obviously learning German when I'm moving to Vienna as a doctor. And I wanted to ask you about something you commented. You said I'm loud and like opposite to my mother. My mother, I notice her even at work, or at home. She's always very calm, and she actually listens, and she's the more angry she gets, the quieter she gets. So this is I am opposite at work. I am like you mentioned. I'm very loud and I want to be heard, and I always almost like on my sort of masculine side that I'm bigger and I am like, speaking. So did you find this more successful, or how do you think? Like,
I mean, it's based on, sometimes it's not very diplomatic.
Yeah.
But I'm not a diplomat.
Yeah, me neither.
So, just really so who cares?
Yes.
This is me. And then I like to sometimes, wow. And then I do it.
Yeah.
And I do it.
Yes.
To be honest, sometimes I know it's not really good, but if I know that it's a little bit too much, but really I tell, I'm very sorry.
Yeah.
Excuse
me. Yeah.
So, but really, I mean, you have to learn that too. That you tell, excuse me, you are right, and I wasn't right. And it's something that I learned it in my life.
Yeah.
Yes, I think you have a much more question. You please describe the typical work day. Me?
Yes.
They're not typical work day.
I work in the Human Rights Office of the City of Vienna. We do have a declaration of human rights city. Our main job is to coordinate and to implement this declaration. And this declaration has very shortly 5 areas: the right of the child, just combating of human trafficking at local level. And then we do have like education of human rights. We do have, for the time being, human rights districts in Vienna, that 17 districts, they are human rights districts. And we do have like international and national cooperations. So it based on our day, we have like meetings. I have a lot of video conferences with many different cities, with UCLG, with the Office of the High Commissioner in Geneva, and we work with European level with the Fundamental Rights Agency. And we do have like European projects. We work with different partners. I do have a lot of contacts with the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. So we have a lot of our networks work that it is coming. And then if we go to the real implementation of human rights with districts, we sit with the districts, we brainstorm what kind of action plan they do need, or what are the issues that one district has. We have to find a way for their issues, but with NGOs, with the civil society. So my day, one day is not comparable with the next day. It is, I mean, a little bit just depending on what is for the time being. Our last projects, just a very short example, it is like democracy and human rights, because I'm very much concerned about the declining of democracy in Europe and declining of democracy in many different, out of Europe, beyond Europe. So it was for me just to look at the democracy and human rights, where they are really just, they come along with each other, where are the conflict points and what we could do. And I work in this area, the presidency of Denmark for the European Council. It was very important because we had a huge conference only on this subject in Copenhagen. So it is a digital rights, economy, and environment. They are some subjects that we go through all of those subjects with human rights and look at it. And we have a lot of studies that they are going on, and all of them, we have to be transparent, and they are on our homepage. So just in short.
Yes. What about a special day like tomorrow?
Tomorrow.
Human Rights Day.
As a company.
Exactly.
Of course. I mean, we do have, it's a kind of awareness raising work that we do.
Yes.
And we have a lot of conferences. And the most important conference a year is 10th of December. And tomorrow you are more than welcome to come to the Wappensaal because it is the 10th year of the Human Rights Office. And we are going to have a very good program with the subjects that we had in the past and the subjects that we are going to have, like economy, digitalization, environment, culture, districts and NGOs. And we do have one person that this person just represents these areas. And then we are going to have like a little bit like moderated speakings with them. And then we have 4 young people that they just give a feedback and then take the subject and look at to the future and tell that, okay, this subject is relevant because we are, for the young people, old people, and we are speaking about now. And I wanted to bring the future also to our program tomorrow. Yes. So tomorrow from 6:30, 6 o'clock, it is the admission, and at 6:30 you are more than welcome to visit us in Wappensaal.
It's in the City Hall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
I think both our role models have other duties to follow now.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for coming, having your time, and it was very inspiring to listen to your stories, one being very calm and one being very loud.
Exactly. Thank you for having us, and thank you.
Thank you very much.
Nein.